In 36 BC, a Roman dared to embark on a campaign against the Parthians again. Although this campaign was planned by Julius Caesar, he never personally led it because he was assassinated shortly after drafting the plan. Instead, Marcus Antonius, Cleopatra's lover, took over the campaign, gathering Spanish, Armenian, Germanic, Celtic, and Roman soldiers, totaling, sensitized by the experienced strength of the Parthians, about 100,000 men. The Romans marched from Zeugma to Miletene, and from there to Karin. With the help of the Armenian king Artavazdes, who provided 6,000 cavalry and 7,000 infantry soldiers, they took the caravan route Artaxata-Naḳânavān-Jolfa to invade Adurpadagan. This was the suggestion of Artawasdes, also known as Ardawān in Parthian, which Marcus Antonius accepted. Ardawān believed that Adurpadagan was at odds with the Arsacid central government, and it would be favorable to invade there. He himself took a different route, possibly the longer one via Artaxata-Hamadān. When the Roman troops reached Adur-padagan, they were met by King Frahat's Parthian riders, and 10,000 Roman legionnaires were killed in one fell swoop. The Armenian king Ardawān and his men were not involved, and quickly retreated. This circumstance led to rumors in the Roman camp that Ardawān had set a trap for the Romans with Parthian king Frahat, but the blame eventually fell on Marcus Antonius and his mismanagement. The conflict ended again in a disaster for the largest empire in Europe. Under Spabed Barsfari, the Parthians slew 12,000 of the enemies, with another 12,000 falling victim to diseases. The Romans lost around 100,000 men against about 50,000 Parthian forces. Thousands of Roman soldiers were taken prisoner, and Germanic soldiers were sent by the Parthians to East Parthia, Merv, presumably to be put back into forced labor. After the failure of the Parthian campaign, Marcus Antonius returned to Alexandria and was instigated by his praised Cleopatra to make Ardawān pay. Ardawān did not respond to the invitations of the Roman general and thus did not fall into the intended trap of the Roman. In 34 BC, Antonius finally attacked Armenia. However, the Romans could not hold Armenia, thus the conquest of the Parthian Empire remained forever an unfulfilled dream of the Romans. Around 20 BC, after the battles, the Euphrates River was agreed upon as the border between the two powers. In Rome, the peace negotiations were sold to the citizens as a victory. As a consequence of the wars, West Parthia remained a battlefield. The Romans even maintained a stronger presence in Armenia until the year 53. From the year 53, the Parthian king Walash placed his brother Tirdat on the throne in Armenia, changing the situation completely in the new Arsacid Armenia. The Romans under Nero were satisfied with the new conditions, but demanded that an official Roman oath of allegiance take place. With the acceptance of this demand by all sides, a consensus was reached. This marked the beginning of the Arsacid bloodline in Armenia, which would last from the year 53, with the coronation of Tirdat I, until the year 428. This treaty secured peace in Arsacid Armenia for about half a century. Armenia became a Parthian state and was significantly influenced by Parthian culture. As a result, Parthian great houses like the Karins, Surans, and the direct Arsacid bloodline from Tirdat I were present in the following: